Strong left. Strong left.
Ready.
I know he ain't got it.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Tight left. 3 down.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Ready. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A Falcon first down. Ryan to his young tight end, Hooper.
Two tights. Hey, guys, check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there. Check the backer.
Hey, Rip Lance.
Out.
This is Coleman. And he's got room. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Defense showing blitz.
Check.
Wait. Hey, 50. Hey, gun.
Hot.
21.
They will run again with Coleman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Check.
Ready.
Let's go, Mike 50.
From the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Single.
51. Ready.
Watch 11. Time to go.
Check.
Watch safety creep.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
3 down. 3 down.
So it'll be first down here after the run.
Hey, we got right. We got right.
Hey, 59, ready.
Let's go.
Ready.
Now the first carry for Brian Hill. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Tight end left.
Hey, John. 20.
Following the penalty, it's Hill. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Hey, got it. Quick the edge. 21.
Here's Coleman. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
From the 5-yard line, will this opening drive yield 6? This is 3rd and goal.
58, got it. 58. Bang.
Coleman. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, off goes Matt Ryan, and on is another Matt Bryant. This from 25 yards out. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. And the first 3 points of the night belong to our home team as they get the field goal on the game's initial drive.
A good, solid drive. It didn't wind up in the end zone, but that's okay. You've got something positive on the board, and you got the early lead.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Watch tight end. Tight right.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Go to 54. Go to 56.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
On 2nd down, Elliott. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
Strong right.
Hey, here we go. Wide 80. Here we go. Going to 54.
Hey, boy,
Wide
you
80.
got 4 down. Check 26. Win the rep. Let's go right here.
There we go. Going to 53.
Alert 3.
Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 53. 26.
Prescott. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Yeah, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. And that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Okay, we got 4. We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Ready.
On 2nd down, Ryan. Getting it out left side to Sanu. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still
No
yardage. Okay.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Mike 50, Mike 50. On. Hey, South, scared.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Oh, yeah!
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Back deep, Dre Archer. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Double tight. Double tight.
Here we go. Going to 53.
We got 4.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Terrence Williams, 51 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro it with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone, not much more impressive than that. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Watch tight end. Odd. 3 down.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Watch Mike.
From the gun, Ryan. And incomplete here on third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And out now come the Cowboys. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right,
Going
tight
to
end
54,
right.
wide. Here we go, going to 54,
Hey,
wide.
hey, hey, hey. Four down, four down, four down. Check three, check three, check three.
Here we go, going to 53.
Watch twist, watch twist. Check 52.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this. Ten yards still left on second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They go to Elliott again. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Tight end right, tight end right.
Here we go. Gun.
Four down, alert.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 20. "34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Double tight. Double tight.
Jump. Ready.
We got three.
Coleman now. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Tight end's left.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. He's going to look deep down the field, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Tight on the left. Move.
Here we go. Gun.
3 down. 3
There
down.
we go. Going to 53.
Showing 8.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go. Wide 80.
4 down.
There we go. Going to 53.
Check 31. Check 31.
Here we go. Going to 53. Wide 80.
From the pistol, here's Elliott. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. Ryan finding Gabriel for the Falcon 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
You got him! You got him!
There we go. Wide 25.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
We got double tight. Double tight.
On second down, Hill. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him to just a couple and force a third down.
The Falcons on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Ready. Back 25.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Watch tight end.
Ready.
Edwards got 4.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down following the run.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Wide 25.
We got 4.
Now a first down carry, it's Hill. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. And now for the offense. This is play number 11 here on this drive.
Tight end's Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo.
Ready. Back 25.
3 down.
They run it again with Hill. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
The Falcons on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6.
Ready.
Watch two. Watch two. Watch left. Watch left.
Check,
Tight end to the left. Tight end left.
Now Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal. And if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel. And I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
Hey, we got tight left. Tight left.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On the give, this is their fullback. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Fourth quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage. All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
I know this game's winding down and people are getting tired, and that's when you really want a big body guy running the football. But I have to tell you, watching him run it, I wonder why they don't use him more earlier in the game.
Yeah, those bigger guys here late in the game, you're trying to protect the lead, usually not as fumble prone either.
No, that is so true because they are taught, take care of the ball as you surge forward, and you often see them with both hands wrapped around it when they go through the line.
They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
4 down.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right there around the 35-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been terrific so far. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football.
Wait!
4 down, 4
Wait,
down.
ready! Ready, blue 80!
Shift,
12.
shift.
Hey,
20,
20!
back.
Gun. 58, blue 80!
Check 9.
Here we go. Hey, 59, 25!
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Nice hit, boy.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go. Blue 80! Blue 80! 51, sub!
They go play action now. Ryan. He's going to air one out. And he's unable to grab it.
You got tight right there.
Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. Third down. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. The Falcons on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 11.
Ready! Blue 80!
Hey, Mike's 50.
Back to throw.
Pass.
Finding Gabriel complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A big 30-yard play on third.
Double tight.
Blue 80!
Hey,
Let's go!
Now a handoff looking right. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
And now here's a carry heading left. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5.
Ready! Blue 80!
Hey, we got 4 down.
They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
Roger.
Ready!
I got 2.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
Blue 80!
We got 3 down.
Get up! Wait!
Check.
Sit up!
Check.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2.
Double tight.
Ready!
Odd.
Gun!
3 down. Odd.
Hey, check!
He's coming.
Space,
Double up.
Here we go!
He's coming. Double up. Kill.
Now they try the right side here. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Double tight. Ready? Gun.
We got three, fellas.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall near the 34-yard line. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Double tight. Ready? Go.
On the give, this is Coleman, the fullback. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now, this will be the 9th play on this drive.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Right 25.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
Shift.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it's all up to the other Matty Ice, Matt Bryant now. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it's all up to the other Matty Ice, Matt Bryant now. This for a trip to the Super Bowl. And he got it. The kick is good. Next stop, Minneapolis. They're off to the Super Bowl. Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, make it tough for them to come out of the gate strong next year? Only time will tell, but they've got to find a way to use this loss and use it as motivation.